Most people want to change their life. They try motivation, new habits, more productivity, but they ignore the one thing that silently controls it all: sleep. Not just getting 8 hours, but going to bed early, because that's where everything starts. Your focus, your energy, your self control, your emotional strength. You don't need another routine, you need rest. In this video, I'll show you why sleeping early is the most underrated life hack on the planet and how it could change your health, mindset, and income more than any book, course, or podcast ever will. Let's get into it. 1. You can't outwork exhaustion. Most people think they're tired because they work too much, but often they're tired because they recover too little. Discipline means nothing if your brain is fried. You can't stay focused, regulate your emotions, or make good decisions if you're running on 4 hours of sleep. And here's the real problem: when you're sleep deprived, you don't even realize it. A famous study from the University of Pennsylvania found that people who slept 6 hours per night for 2 weeks performed just as poorly on cognitive tasks as people who went 2 full days without sleep. Another study from the Australian Sleep Research Institute revealed that after 17 to 19 hours awake, your brain functions like someone with 0.05% blood alcohol content. After 24 hours, you're at 0.10% BAC, legally drunk in most countries. According to the American Psychological Association, sleep and stress are deeply linked. Adults who sleep fewer than 8 hours a night report higher stress levels than those who sleep more. This becomes a self-fulfilling cycle. That's why bad sleep doesn't just leave you tired, it slowly destabilizes your life. You feel overwhelmed. You fall behind. You eat worse, move less, think slower. And the worst part, you blame yourself, when in reality, you're just chronically tired. The Harvard Business Review published a study showing that insufficient sleep costs the U.S. economy $411 billion per year due to lost productivity and poor decision making. You think you need more hustle, you probably just need more REM. Better sleep, better decisions, better life, better sleep. 2. What sleep actually does for you. Sleep isn't just rest, it's recovery, rebuilding, reinforcement. When you sleep early and deeply, your body cleans out toxins in your brain. The brain's glymphatic system is 10x more active during sleep, clearing waste like beta amyloid, which is linked to Alzheimer's, consolidates memories and learning. A study from Harvard Medical School found that people who sleep after learning a task perform 20–30% better than those who stay awake. Balances hormones like cortisol and melatonin. According to the Endocrine Society, sleep regulates cortisol, stress hormone, and helps time the release of melatonin, which affects everything from mood to metabolism. Regulates hunger, energy, and mood. A University of Chicago study showed that just 2 nights of 4 hour sleep caused a 28% increase in ghrelin, hunger hormone, and 18% drop in leptin, satiety hormone, making you hungrier and more likely to overeat. Matthew Walker, sleep expert and author of Why We Sleep, said, "Sleep is the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day." Think of it like this: if training builds muscle, sleep makes it grow. If working hard pushes your limits, sleep sets your new baseline. You're not lazy for sleeping 8 hours, you're strategic. 3. The invisible edge of top performers. You know who prioritizes sleep like it's $1 million habit? LeBron James sleeps 8–10 hours every night. Roger Federer sleeps up to 11–12 hours when training. Jeff Bezos insists on 8 hours, saying it improves decision quality. Ariana Huffington launched a sleep company after collapsing from exhaustion. Navy SEALs simulate sleep deprivation in training but rely on deep sleep to recover. Why? Because sleep is their unfair advantage. I think better. I have more energy. My mood improves. Quality of sleep changes everything. So, LeBron James. While others burn out, they recharge. While others are foggy, they're laser focused. Elite performers don't just train harder, they recover smarter. And in the long run, that's what wins. According to a 2019 paper in Nature and Science of Sleep, athletes who sleep more report improved reaction times, mood, and accuracy, while reducing risk of injury by over 60%. Sleep isn't just a break, it's a performance enhancer. 4. The myth of the 5 a.m. club. Let me be clear. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be successful. That advice only works if you're going to bed at 9 p.m. Otherwise, you're just chronically sleep deprived with a motivational playlist on. It's not about how early you wake up. It's about how rested you are when you wake up. A 2020 study published in Sleep Health found that individuals who slept 7.5 to 8 hours showed better focus, improved emotional control, and more stable energy than early risers who sacrificed sleep hours. Waking up early does not correlate with better outcomes unless sleep duration is preserved. Sleep Health 2020. Research from the University of Westminster also found that people who woke up between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. had higher cortisol levels throughout the day, indicating more stress compared to those who woke up later. And in Why We Sleep, Matthew Walker writes, "The time you wake up matters far less than the amount of sleep you've had. Prioritize consistency and duration over arbitrary schedules. 7.5 to 8 hours of high-quality sleep will beat 5 hours of hustle every time. So don't follow a trend. Follow your biology." If you're finding this valuable so far, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Join a community of people who are tired of shortcuts and ready to play the long game together. Welcome to Freenomics. Let's keep building. 5. Your night routine is more important than your morning one. Everyone talks about morning routines. But the truth is, success starts the night before. The way you end your day determines how well you start the next one. And most people are sabotaging their mornings by ruining their nights. Too much screen time, late night snacking, no wind down process. Want to sleep better? Try this. 1 hour before bed, no screens. Dim the lights and lower the temperature. Journal 3 things you're grateful for. Prepare clothes, to-do list, and tomorrow's schedule. But here's something most people miss. Your room should be completely dark, not just because of your eyes, but because your skin also detects light. A study by Harvard Medical School showed that exposure to light during sleep, even dim light, raises your heart rate and reduces deep sleep. Another study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that light hitting your skin reduces melatonin production and can lower sleep quality by over 30%. Your skin isn't blind. Even a little light in your room, from your phone, the hallway, or a glowing charger, can trick your body into thinking it's time to wake up. So protect your rest. Use blackout curtains. Turn off LED lights. Keep your phone face down and away. Win the night, win the morning. Win enough mornings, you win the year. 6. The dopamine trap at night. At night, you're more vulnerable. You're tired, you've made 1,000 decisions already, and your willpower is low. That's exactly when your phone hits you with reels, short videos, notifications. It feels like you're relaxing, but in reality, you're flooding your brain with dopamine. You're overstimulating it. And what happens? You can't sleep? You feel anxious? You wake up tired? A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Psychiatry found that high evening screen time is strongly associated with longer sleep onset latency, reduced melatonin secretion, and lower sleep quality. According to the Sleep Foundation, blue light exposure at night suppresses melatonin by up to 85%, delaying sleep and reducing REM cycles. Late night screen use can delay the circadian rhythm by 1.5 to 3 hours, making it harder to fall asleep and harder to wake up feeling refreshed. Sleep Foundation. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman explains that overstimulation from screens raises dopamine levels artificially, which leads to a crash effect, decreasing motivation and increasing anxiety the next day. Break the cycle. Protect your dopamine. Because your future depends on your ability to focus, and nothing kills focus like overstimulation. Turn off the noise, tune into your biology. Your brain will thank you tomorrow. 7. Sleep is the silent builder. You want to focus more, build a business, learn faster, train harder? Sleep is the multiplier. It makes everything else more effective. While you sleep, your muscles rebuild. Your brain prunes what doesn't matter and strengthens what does. Your hormones reset. Your stress reduces. According to a study by the National Institutes of Health, growth hormone essential for recovery is secreted in its highest concentration during deep sleep. This is why some people do less but grow more, because they're letting sleep do what hustle can't. You want an edge? We all want more energy, more clarity, more focus, more wins, but we chase it through caffeine, motivation, and grinding. What if the real secret was just going to bed an hour earlier. This is the one habit that can transform your mindset, discipline, learning, emotions, long-term success. And it costs nothing. Try it for 7 days. Sleep 7.5 to 8 hours. Protect your night routine. Block the dopamine. Watch what happens. If this video helped you think differently, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe if you're building long-term, and drop a comment. What's your night routine? Welcome to Freenomics. We don't burn out. We build smart. We don't just hustle. We recover like pros. See you next time.